Hello, I'm Chêrénique, and we are here at the Imagine AI Live Impact event in New York City. I have a guest with me that we're going to be talking to, and that is Jerrod. So please introduce yourself to the audience and tell us a little bit about what you're working on.
Hi, I'm Jerrod Lew. I'm a content creator, a multifaceted creator. I've been creating online content since 2007, starting with music and songwriting, moved into tech and gaming, and over the last year, have been building an initiative called the Onwards Project, which aims to learn how generative AI tools are giving everyone the opportunity to have a voice through their individual creative ways. It's a project that combines AI art, video, and tutorial content to try to bring AI to everyone in the world.
Wow, interesting. So how exactly does that work? How do you get the word out about it? How do people use it and interact with it?
Being a creator in this space is so fascinating because you have to balance curiosity with practical elements to it. It's such a new space, and I have to show really amazing things, amazing video, amazing ways to save time and be productive, and then also try to understand how people learn about these tools and access them in a way that isn't them forking out lots of money for it. So the way it kind of works is I try to start the process of I show something really cool, a video, AI video concept, AI art concept, or a prompt that can lead to a better result. And then I take my audience through the process of, okay, this is the methodology behind it. These are the prompts you use, the keywords you can use, the different tools you can use, and then hopefully it helps them on their path to learning about AI in general and hopefully affecting their lives in a positive way.
Yeah, awesome. Can you give us any examples of how that's worked so far and success stories that you've had?
Yeah, I can give a personal one as a start. So I just moved to New York. I was living in London before, and to get a job out here, I actually used an AI tool, Perplexity, to help me get the job in the interview.
Awesome.
Moving to a new country, there's a lot of pressure to understand the country, and when you're in an interview, they want you to know about America and New York in particular. I did my research, obviously prior, but you never know what they're going to ask in an interview. And having Perplexity with me while they're asking me questions about what do you know about the US, the product space, the marketing out here, having a tool like Perplexity helped me to get that information live. So I was able to add my thoughts with practical examples to it.
Wow.
And that was a kind of a mind-blowing thing to be able to do because it's like a whole new way of learning and practically using my knowledge with new knowledge being learned live. When it comes to the creative and AI art space, introducing people to new concepts because it's moved so fast. You have to keep testing and sharing. And being a creator, there's a responsibility to be transparent with the tools that work and that don't work, but also communicate in a way that brings kind of people in as well. So it's a lot of communication and different content types and different platforms like social media platforms are important to be on. Yep.
Yeah, that is very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So what would you say to people that are going into university or in university about what they should be incorporating in their studies?
I think for studying now, it's such an interesting time because not only is the way of studying different with how AI tools are now available, but I think it's a time of pure curiosity. And I encourage anyone who's going to study, regardless of what field, is to be curious about how new technology can help them through their studies, but also looking 5, 10 years ahead. I really struggle to say, let's like study this course or study that course because it could change next week. I think every field of study is critical right now. And I think with generative AI tools, you can take your understanding of that concept so much further. So I really encourage students to just grasp it, give it a try. I encourage educators, lecturers, teachers to also give it a try as well because it just gives you different perspectives on the field of study that you're in. And I truly believe that AI is a turning point where everyone, no matter where you come from, no matter who you represent and what you believe in, AI gives you the chance to have a voice. And when you go to study your particular field, I think that's more critical than ever. Get more perspectives and voices in the room in ways that suit people.
Yeah.
So I won't pick a single course to study, but more take curiosity with you as far as possible.
Great advice. And would you add anything to that for people who are headed into the workforce or who are currently in the workforce and what they need to do and incorporate?
Yeah, I work in crisis management as a corporate 9 to 5 kind of job, and there's a lot of skeptics when it comes to AI and the practical uses of it, people are scared, people are worried. And it's not as easy as me just saying, hey, this tool, I can type in a few words in a prompt and it can do your job for you. It's not really accurate. It's not a fair way to approach someone because that's a scary kind of thing. I encourage people that are in the workforce to look further than the job description that they have, and to take time out of the day to do something new, something different. And this is something I lived by for the last few years, and it's gotten me through some difficult times. But if you're constantly creating and iterating, and this is why AI is fantastic, you'll find that you have different perspectives of the work that you're doing today, and hopefully that will inspire you to build something new for the future. So if you're in the workforce now, just again, be curious, take time to learn, and understand that these things are not here to take your jobs or take your livelihoods. They're here to hopefully enhance what you do and give you more time to do things that you love.
Yeah, awesome. Great advice.
Thanks.
And are there any challenges you see in the field of AI progressing, or anything that you would be afraid of that could happen there?
We're still in such an early phase, and it's at this phase now where, especially me being a creator in the space, I feel a lot of responsibility to make sure that what we show is transparent and authentic. I'm not here to hype up particular AI tools if I don't believe they're worth the time. I want to show the tools as they were to be used by anyone. I should be able to go to anyone around on the street or walk around during my day and show them a tool in a way that's accessible. There's a lot of skeptics about art and video side of things. Where does the training data come from? How's it going to be applied? Is it going to be regulated? These are all really important topics. The privacy topic, really important. And I think that is probably the biggest thing that I'm concerned about. Not because we don't have the technology to protect data and privacy, but more what is the intention, the purpose behind the people that are creating that technology. And I really hope that at this point now, where there's obviously a lot of interest and a lot of technological advances in AI, let's try and do the right thing and involve people and use information in a way that is helpful, and not just for personal gain. I think we're at a great turning point where we can make a difference here.
Awesome. And on the flip side of that, what are you most excited about with the future of AI?
So many things. Like this. I'm a creative, and I'm a songwriter at heart, and I write a lot of music. I'm writing an album for this year to release, and for the first time, I couldn't finish a song. I've been working on it for a long time, and I uploaded a portion of that song to a tool called Suno, and it helped me to complete a part of that song that I never thought about it. And I realized at that point that not only do I have a tool here that acts as a songwriter and an iterator of new ideas, but it opens up a whole new way of thinking. It's like I have 3 extra people in the room working on the same project as me. And that's what makes me really exciting about AI, is that the technical barriers to access to creative tools are being diminished, and you don't need thousands and thousands of dollars now to create things.
Yeah.
And not everyone in the world who creates things wants to make money. Sometimes people just like to go and paint things and go and make things. And I think it's a beautiful thing that AI allows anyone to go and do that whenever they want. So that makes me really excited, and give people the chance to share their voice and their stories in ways that are meaningful to them. It gets me really excited about that.
Nice. Awesome. Very exciting things, for sure.
Yeah.
So where do you go to stay up to date on all things AI and to make sure that you're not missing anything that's available?
Social media is a big part of my work. I'm a 9 to 5 and working in crisis communications, but I've been a creator for a long time, and I feel very blessed to be in a time where information and news is shared so fast now, thanks to platforms like X or on Reddit, but also coming to incredible events like Imagine AI live, and meeting people and interacting with the community. The AI community is so incredibly welcoming and so incredibly open to sharing information, whether it's tools or experiences, that just being around people, digitally or in person, you learn a lot and you can pick up things really, really fast. And I encourage anyone who's interested in AI or is new to the space, just send a creator a message, a DM, send me a DM, send anyone a DM, because we're open to everyone to coming and learning a little bit. Even if you are worried or skeptical, we're always happy to have a chat. So again, there's an opportunity here. You can use AI tools to get information, but I think getting the experience from people is critical.
Are there any projects you're working on right now that you're super excited about?
Yeah, so I'm partnering with a lot of different AI art tools and video tools at the moment, just to support the work they do because I truly believe in the product. But my aim is to try to create an entire ecosystem around the music I write. So I can write music, but I want to be able to create music videos. I want to be able to create the marketing around it in a way that's seamless and easy. That doesn't cost me having to go out and hire a lot of people to film stuff. And I think we're getting to the point now, especially with video tools, that it's becoming incredibly realistic and incredibly more accessible to use. So I'm trying to develop that side of me at the moment and use it in a practical way, and hopefully can share that experience with other people as well. I work on a lot of different projects around social media safety and privacy, and I just want to keep using AI as much as possible in those spaces. So right now, the focus for the next 6 months is to keep making as much content as possible, learning, interacting with people, and hopefully try to make a few things that help people out every day.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Yeah.
And I have one last question for
Sure.
you before we wrap up. If someone out there is watching this and thinking about attending the next Imagine AI live event, what would you say to them?
Do it. This is a no-brainer. I mean, to be around the AI community so early, and I mean, like a year ago when I started this whole thing, I would never have expected I would be living in New York, let alone being able to come to events like this and be in that community. If there's a time to get involved, it's now, and it's not as deep a pool as you think because everyone here is learning. And I think what's awesome about Imagine AI Live is that it's a community. No one here has tried to sell me anything. They just want to talk and see, hey, what are you doing? This is what I'm doing. Let's work together and build something together. That's a fantastic approach because right now, AI is really up in the air. Every day I wake up and I pray there's nothing big I need to cover because it's fast. Come to the event and speak to people. I think even if you are skeptical or concerned, this is the place because we're all concerned too. We all come from different backgrounds. There's very few of us who have made AI our lives and our jobs. So come through, speak to us, and we'll introduce you to what we believe AI can do and hopefully inspire you to give it a go.
Awesome. Well, those were great parting words. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you.
today, and enjoy the rest of the event.
Thank you so much. It's such a huge honor to be here. Thank you.
Imagine.